How do the courts calculate alimony? Hello, my name is Jonathan Breeden of the Breeden Law Office, and my office represents families in Johnston, Harnett, and Wake counties, North Carolina, and has for over 20 years. A court determines alimony by looking at whether one spouse is considered dependent and whether the other spouse is considered supporting. You are considered a dependent spouse if your income is not enough to pay your reasonable bills based on your accustomed standard of living during the marriage. You are considered a supporting spouse if after you pay your reasonable bills, you have money left over that would allow you to have money to pay the dependent spouse to help pay their bills. The supporting spouse would have to have a surplus in their income after they pay their reasonable bills, and the dependent spouse would have to have a shortfall. In order for alimony to be rewarded in North Carolina, you have to have both a dependent spouse and a supporting spouse. If you do not have both, then alimony is not awarded. Then the question, for Jonathan, is what is a reasonable bill? And a reasonable bill is not all the bills. It's not all the things you've done. It really starts with focusing on the basics, especially if there's not a lot of money to go around. So they really start looking at what is somebody's rent or mortgage? What is their power bill? What are they spending on food? What are they spending on car insurance, a car payment, car gas, and health insurance? And then it goes from there. Those are the things that they look at first. And then they add things that may be considered more extras that you may take for granted, so especially in a situation when there just is not enough money to support two separate households. It costs approximately 50% more to live apart than it did together, and most families are living check to check in North Carolina. So all of a sudden, there needs to be 50% more money that just doesn't exist. So it does lead to a lot of belt tightening on both parts, the supporting spouse and the dependent spouse. If you have a question about how much alimony you may be owed or how much alimony you may be asked to pay, give me, Jonathan Breeden, a call at 919-661-4970 or reach out to me at breedenfirm.com. We want to help you become the hero of your life story.